Good morning, everybody. It's a day after 6 weeks clear. I posted both the washer dryer episodes last night and went to bed in the other bedroom, in Agita's room. It used to be Agita's room, now it's everybody's room. And I think both the babies slept on the bed with me during the night. And then early morning, I get up, and this is our new routine. I get up and give everybody treats in the kitchen. So the babies and Agita have their snacks in the kitchen. And then I moved to this room, now that all the doors are open and, we've got clean sheets and clean out-of-downs and everything. So I came here, and one baby, and I'm pretty sure that's Finn, because I can't see the little white hairs in the chest, and he's the cuddlier one with me. So Finn came and settled next to me, and Lcee is there, under the bed. Yeah. And then Agita is there, so we're, we're all have new routines, and wherever they want to be comfortable, that's fine with me. That's absolutely fine with me. Somebody wants to be under the bed, somebody wants to be inside a cat condo. This one is, is having a bath. This one, was purring while I was petting him, so, everything's fine. And hello, everybody. It's me, the Nutty Professor. I'm here at a Korean restaurant on the Queensway, where I used to come before the pandemic, but then they didn't have a patio, and, they were closed down for a while, and then I never came back. So now I was thinking, where am I going to eat? I spend the day at home with the kids, everybody, family togetherness time, everybody sleeping in everybody else's spaces. So, it's really very good. Now, in spite of all of that, and in spite of how busy I was over the last couple of days, there was a pretty strong pull this morning. And as I explained to, my friend, and she was saying, oh, you probably haven't had pull because you've been so busy with the laundry and the washer dryer. And that was true. But then the problem was that when it was all done, the dragon logic is, well, it's all done now, and time to party. And I was like, now what's your excuse? So that was, it's kind of hard to argue with dragons because, they don't really, get logic and stuff. So anyway, so that was, it was a bit of a pull, but it was okay. I mean, the whole thing with the Porsche, the big message from the universe, and the heightened levels of togetherness time with the kids, and everything else, washer dryer, and how it turned out very successful. I was, in the end, I was just expensive, but I'm happy with it. And that's the other thing. I've spent so much money on that, and, Porsche, not right now, but eventually, that I really can't afford. I mean, even if I really wanted to, I can't, So, I kind of battled a bit in the day, and finally made a journal entry and just spent time with the kids and replied to friends. And then I'm like going, oh, time to go. And I was going to bring the Pacifica and wash it. It's kind of dirty. But then I remembered that today is Saturday, and they have an informal car show here just in the parking lot of the Canadian Tire. And they don't have any restrictions. It could be any car, as long as, it's got to be slightly interesting, But and I don't have the Corvette, and I would have had the Porsche here if it hadn't broken down on the way. I would have had it this weekend. It would have been perfect. I've taken it there before, and people, it's very informal, and people just come by and they say, oh, I remember when these were new, and I always liked them. And a guy took some pictures last time, a couple of years ago. So, but the Porsche isn't here. However, the Mercedes sort of qualifies. It's certainly not new. It's 18 years old, and it's in very good shape. So, I'm just going to park it there. Now the food has arrived. They bring it on this little tray thing, and look at the different. That's what you put on top, and that's the hot sauce, right? And then this is the hot pot, and they're putting a fried egg on top, And there's a soup, Thank you very much.
It's almost really hot.
Oh, it's okay, not to touch. Now, do you have salt and pepper?
Salt and pepper?
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. I like to put it on my fried egg. So anyway, it looks good, I'll taste it. And it's really sizzling, I'm gonna put some hot sauce. This is the chili paste thing. Now, I don't remember. I think you're supposed to pour the sauce on top, or you're supposed to drink it like a soup. I think you pour. I'll ask him when he brings the salt and pepper. And that's kimchi. You know? Thank you very much. Now, do I drink this separately, or I pour it on top?
You can just drink.
You can? You just drink it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just soup. So.
Oh, so soup. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. So it's a soup. You know what I usually do, though? I pour a little bit in anyway, you know. So anyway, let me taste it. It's good. And there's rice underneath there, and I particularly like the fried egg on top. That's typical of this dish. You do a fried egg on top, and then you break it up and you mix it in with the rice and everything, you know. So it's good. And what I did was I mixed in a little bit of soup with it. It's very good. It's a different. I still prefer Thai or Szechuan or something, but it's different and it's good once in a while. I wouldn't have it too often. Anyway, and before I forget, I did want to say that I heard from my friend out of province, and she saw the one where I was wearing a onesie, and she said she almost spit out her coffee she was having in the morning. She said she almost spit out her coffee when she saw me in the onesie. That I must have been really desperate for clean clothes to wear that thing. And that's why I included it, because I knew that my friends would find it funny. Anyway, bye for now. I just spilled some rice on my sweater, which I just washed yesterday. I hadn't worn it in a long time because it wasn't washed. So, good thing I have a new washer dryer. I'll wash it again tonight. Food is good. I'm enjoying it. I'm eating slowly. I'm putting lots of hot sauce. Enjoying the kind of garnishes. I got my cola. I just took my my diabetes medicine. I'm supposed to take it in the morning. It's almost 7 o'clock, but at night. But I kind of skipped lunch and brunch today, so I'm having it now, and I'll have my second round of diabetes medicine like midnight with a snack. I'm supposed to have it with food. Anyway, I finish this PetSmart, and then I might stop in we'll see. I might stop in at the auto show. I've got my Mercedes hat. Well, I have to wash the car first. Anyway, bye for now. Hello everybody, just washed the S430 in there, and I'm just drying it now, and I cleaned it's really hard to clean those wheels. I have a brush, but not very effective. But anyway, I'm going to give it a quick wipe, stop at PetSmart, and then see if I stop in at the car show or not. I don't know, we'll see. But the car will be shiny if I want to go, we'll see. Okay, bye for now. It's very, very informal. It's actually not much more than this. Bunch of people with nice cars just sitting around in the parking lot, Except here, everyone's just busy washing. Anyway, bye for now. Hello, everybody. I went to PetSmart, and I washed the car, and then I went to PetSmart, and I just got we've still got lots of food, but I got the flavor that they seem to prefer. And then I've come here to the Canadian parking lot, but it's much too early in the year for this, and it's kind of post-pandemic. Normally, in spring or summer, this whole lot would be half full, and there's no real rules. You can park any car, any older car, and sometimes there's another old Mercedes or an old Porsche, but they're usually American cars like that. And I actually had a Camaro like that one over there. If I had the Corvette, I would have pulled up next to those people and just chatted with them a little bit. They're also old Chevrolet sports cars. And then there's a couple of really old 50s cars over there. But, since there isn't enough people, I'm not going to actually get out, And this car doesn't really fit with the ones that are here. These are just a couple of American sports cars from the 70s, 80s, and a couple of American... Oh, see, people are coming. And again, there's no rules here. There's like an almost brand new Mustang there, So anything kind of nice... people come and they just park and they look at other people's cars and they chat and now this guy is also leaving because there's nobody here. Or hardly anyone. So anyway, that's and you see that's how normally people do it. They bring their chairs, their folding chairs, and they put them behind the car, and then they just sit and then people admire the cars. Like I said, I've brought the Corvette here a few times in summers. I brought the Porsche, and the Porsche somebody really liked it. It was taking pictures, and I brought the old Mercedes, and I had people go, oh, my parents had one of those when I was growing up, and and they look around and say, and then people get to rev their engines a little bit. So it's much too early in the year for this. So later on, when the the weather is better, and I have the Corvette with me, or the old Mercedes, or one of those cars, then I'll come, and I don't stay long. I stay like 10 minutes, and I take a quick look around. People take a quick look at my car. Some people go, oh, it reminds me of whatever, and so it's something to do on a Saturday night, so kind of, I was hoping it would be a little bit of a distraction, but it's not distracting enough because there's nobody here and everybody's leaving much too early in the year, like I said. And I think also affected post-pandemic, even though it's outside. Anyway, bye for now. And people they're parking over there and they're coming to have a look, and then there's nobody here. So anyway, and there's a new Bentley SUV over there. That's like a very expensive vehicle, but again, it's not a classic or anything. It's just a very expensive vehicle. Anyway, bye for now. I'm gonna go. I've done my PetSmart. I'm gonna go I'm passing the Dairy Queen. So I'm going to have ice cream, and then I've got to go to Drug Mart to get cola, and then home. So back to the kids, So bye for now. Okay, this is sort of a non-car show. It's like a total of like 7 cars, if you count mine. Anyway, bye for now. Everybody, I'm here with the S430 in front of the Dairy Queen, and I'm having my Blizzard score. This is more of a car show here than this woman just pulled up in like a really fancy high electric. I think it's doing the lights by itself because she went in. Unless the dog is doing it. There's a dog. See, the dog's in the car. No. I think somebody got out. They could get back in. I missed it. Anyway, it's a very fancy, hybrid. Not a hybrid. It's like a fully electric BMW sports car. And then there's a really nice red Porsche convertible there, brand new. It's the same color red as my non-running for now Porsche there, and there's a Cayenne Porsche SUV there. It's more of a car show here than the entire car show parking lot, or car meet, or whatever you want to call it. They call them car shows, but it's more like a meet. So anyway, I'm now going to have my ice cream, go to Drug Mart, get cola, essential, and then back to the kids. Bye for now. The car wasn't super clean. It really needed a wash. And it's looking better now. Anyway, it's looking shiny. Anyway, bye for now. The Blizzard fits very nicely in this fancy, for origami cup holder thingy. Anyway, I'm heading to Drug Mart and then home to the kids. Bye for now. Good morning, everybody. And we've got both the babies here. And we've got Agita under the bed there. There. Okay, now this one's getting up. And I'm going to move to the living room. Well, yesterday after the outing, I came back and I just stayed in with the kids and, did another load of laundry, of course, and made a journal entry and everything was fine. And the night was very good with both the babies climbed onto the bed with me as soon as I went to bed, and Agita was on her perch there, and the baby slept on the bed at night, and in the morning got up and gave everybody treats, and then we moved to the other bedroom, and then everybody moved around and played, and it was next level family time. Everything's great, and then their cravings kick in. So good. And I think, again, for the reasons I said yesterday, the whole kind of, aftermath of getting the washer dryer and the whole thing with the Porsche and, and still Porsche has to be towed into storage and it's going to cost a lot of money eventually, not right now. So all of that, and it's just kind of, it's, and I've also figured, that it's 6 weeks, just over 6 weeks since the last binge, and I seem to be on a 6-week cycle, and it's kind of regardless of how bad the binges are or what happens in the binges, it seems to be 6 weeks. It's been 6 weeks since 6-week cycle since the excursion. Since the excursions began in September. So 19.5 months clear, and then there's the first excursion, I think end of September, October, something like that, around then, and then the next one was a little bit more of a gap. I think it was December, okay, and then after December, it was then there was in January. I think there were a couple, and then in 6 weeks, middle of February, and then March kind of skipped the cycle because they bought the car. I bought the S430, and it was kind of an expensive rechanneling, but it worked for about a month, and then there was, but it's okay. I mean, I wrote it out. And I've just been with the kids, and the kids know that I'm struggling a bit. They know, I'm struggling a bit. So I'm going to go out. I'm just making a morning entry here, yeah. And the kids are all in Agita's room, and I'm going to head out to wash the Pacifica. Have my usual routine type things. Watch the Pacifica. Have a brunch. It's Sunday, so catch brunch before it closes, and maybe do some clothes shopping. Now that I have a washer dryer and stuff, I can I have to get some some more track pants, and maybe an emergency pair of black pajamas that in case next time I run out of clean clothes, I don't have to wear a onesie. So it's really something to do. So I'm going to do that kind of stuff, as a brunch and car wash and maybe walk and drive. And I'm also thinking, since the cravings were sort of strong this morning, I might have to buy some, weed gummy bears, so, or gummy thingies. I gotta get some, if it's really, really strong. I think it's okay. It'll be okay now, but the next time I feel that the cravings are ramping up, I'll just go get a packet of those. And, and it seemed to work. Just take a couple of those and pass out in front of the TV. It's better than the alternative. So we're making it. We're 6 weeks and 2 days, and we're just going to keep going and going. But I'm going to do this. And we've got my kids. And I have my emails and texts with my friends, which are very helpful. And I've got the podcast, and I've got the Porsche has to be towed, and then I have to go cut the grass during the week, and and he is getting back to work on the house. The water is getting connected, and the delivery of the appliances is scheduled probably end of July. He's not going to be ready for them in June, but it's okay with Bad Boy. They said we can postpone it to July, so at least there's movement there, So I just wish it was moving a little faster, but it's okay. It's moving. So all of that, I'm just going to put everything I have into this, and I'm going to make it. It's going to be very, very tough, but I'm going to make it. Anyway, bye for now. So from the four of us, and I'll tape a little also from, yes, you come in from there, because your brothers were very curious, and they wanted to be there too. Everybody wanted, if I fit under the bed, I would be under there too. Now, let's just see. Are they both under there? Yes, they are. Look at that. And it became, what happened? I'm pretty sure they went under. And then Agita was like going, this is just too much. This is my hiding spot. And both of my brothers are here. The whole family. And she was like going, Dad's going to be under here too. Everybody's coming into my spot, Anyway. And now that one's moving down a bit. So I'm going, okay, we chased our sister away. I don't have to be that close. I can move down a bit. Anyway, like I said, if I fit under there, that would be a good place to fight cravings. The whole family, all four of us could be under the bed. A little big for that. Anyway, from the four of us, bye for now. When I fed them, even when the cravings are there and it's kind of maximum, I still manage to do the things I need to do. I did a lot of laundry last night, and I fed them in the morning, and now I'm making my journal entry. It's a bit of an effort to make the journal entry, especially since I'm recording details here, in this, but like slightly more public forum. But the more details I can put into there. So I'm just going to make that and then head out for brunch and car washing and buying clothes and stuff like that, black clothes. Anyway, bye for now. Okay, I washed the Pacifica and I'm waiting here at my favorite. I went to another place by the Canadian Tire and the kitchen had just closed. It was before 3. So then I washed the Pacifica, I came here. It's my usual place. Breakfast is all day here. But there's lots of tables inside, but it's so nice. I want to sit on the patio. It's 10 to 15 minute wait. So I'm like, okay, I'll wait, to sit here. Pull is better. I mean, it's better than it was. And I'm going to do some shopping and, go to the grocery store and got a nice clean car and then go back to the kids. Bye for now. Okay, the food is good. Vegetarian omelette with, cheese. And the home fries are okay. It's good. And toast, coffee, and it's very nice outside, in the shade. That's not a real owl, by the way. But I'm in the shade, and it's very pleasant, very very pleasant. And the Pacifica is just over there. So I was just exchanging emails with my friend out of province, and I'd mentioned the polls in the previous message, and she was asking about what it's like today. And it's actually stronger today. But as I said, I'm coming up with my own kind of analysis theory on this, which doesn't necessarily help reduce polls. But, it's good to see there's patterns. And as I said, I think it seems to be a 6-week cycle, Now, in some instances, since the recursions began last September or so. So it's about a 6-week cycle. And occasionally there'll be an excursion, and then within a week there's another one. In the last binge there was like 3 within a week. So it was like parts 1, 2, and 3. And some of them have just been one-parters. Approximately 6 weeks apart or so. And then there was a longer gap when I bought the S430, because that was a pretty major rechanneling, So that pushed it. There was still a pull, but that rechanneled enough that instead of 6 weeks, it became like 8-9 weeks, So, as I said, all this analysis and statistics doesn't necessarily help. But anyway, looking at patterns. So far, so far so good. I'm going to make today, and if it gets really strong, I'm just going to go get some weed gummies and pass out in front of the sofa. So I gotta back up, slow burn that I can use if I need to. But I'm going to keep going. And as my friend said, there's been a lot of messages from the universe. The old Porsche thing and all of that stuff, and the appliances. Appliances, they work for a little while. They kept me busy for a couple of days. But then with appliances, they're not that major. So once it was all done, it was just more of a relief. It was like, oh, it's done. Dragon's going, let's party. We achieved this. Let's party. So anyway, so far so good. Keep you posted. After this, I'm going to go maybe buy some black clothes and do some grocery shopping and just enjoy being outside, and then head back to the kids. Bye for now. And the Pacifica is nice and clean. I'll show it to you shortly. Bye for now. Hello everybody, I'm here at the Brands Gone Wild outlet store that my younger fashion-conscious relative seems to disapprove of. And I ended up getting another pair of $10 running shoes, and they're white. But I can't resist the bargain. But this is how I think I ended up buying that frickin' onesie thing. It was, I saw a bargain somewhere, and I didn't use it for like many years, and then it came in handy when I had no clean clothes. So anyway, but I wear these white ones, because I wear mostly black, but I allow a little white in my wardrobe now because Agita is a black and white cat. So I should have some. My other kids are all black, but Agita's black and white, so it's the family colors. So and then I got black socks, which is fine, and I get a black sweatshirt or a sweat jacket, whatever. That's fine. A mostly black sweater. There's a bit of light blue in it too, somewhere trim. See, there's a little bit of trim blue, but that's okay, But my entire shopping there was like under $40. Again, it's not really about the money either. Stingy people tend to say that, but I'm not really stingy. It's sort of it's a high from this. It's sort of it's a better high than other highs. It's a small high, but it's a better high than other highs. It's the hunt and the finding something. That is you've like hunted it, it's sort of like hunting the other thing. As I said, much lower level, so you get a tiny little high off it, so it's more for the high. But I use the stuff. I'm wearing a pair of $10, the same $10, they got a bit dirty now. They were mostly blue though. Now they've only got the white ones. So anyway, and then I went to Sobeys and I get some cheese focaccia and some cauliflower and some Haagen-Dazs and some smoked salmon for to have with the focaccia at night. And it's very nice out. But I'm going to go back to the kids, put away my stuff. I've got the ice cream will melt, and then if I feel like it, I may go for a little walk. We'll see. Once I get home. So anyway, I guess it's kind of a successful outing, so to speak. Washed the car, had a late brunch. Did some shopping, stuff I mostly didn't need, but it was kind of fun to get anyway. Anyway, and now I got a washer and dryer, so I can wash all this shit, before I wear it, anyway, and it's nice to have these things, for when, right now I don't think the washer and dryer are going to break down for hopefully some years, but it's good to have a backup just in case, for some reason the washer and dryer isn't working, then you have clean clothes in the closet, Anyway, bye for now. Spoken like a true person with OCD. Anyway, bye for now. Hello, everybody. I'm back. One of the kids is there, and Agita's there, and the other baby is under it's become his favorite spot. Yeah, also Agita's favorite spot, so sometimes they're both under there, or they alternate. So, those are 3 kids. I came home, I started a load of laundry again, with the clothes that I've worn since the previous load, and also the new clothes. And it turns out that I have the exact same pair of shoes that I bought, I think, a few months ago from the same place. But they're starting to get a little dirty. So, when they get dirty, I can just throw them out and I've got a spare pair, which I just put in the solarium. So, and I'm washing the, new sweatshirt and all of that stuff. And the other laundry, I was going to go for a walk. It's very nice. But now that I'm here and everybody is nicely settled and comfortable, I think I'm just going to work on a journal entry. It's now later in the day, about 7 o'clock, and I'm home. One of the babies is there, and Agita is on her bed, and then the other baby is in his favorite spot now, his new favorite spot of under Agita's bed. This is a spot that Agita likes too, so they either share it or they alternate. So we got, so I got back a couple of hours ago and did more laundry, of course, including the new black clothes, and some not black clothes too. But so I just doing laundry, and I was thinking of going for a walk, but I just don't have the energy now, and everyone's settled, and there's lots of people out there. When I came back and I turned in, I saw a whole bunch of people. I don't know if something's going on or what, or it's just because it's a nice Sunday, There's lots and lots of people out there. So, and I think Lakeshore is closed for some reason. See the traffic going into town. So, anyway, so far so good. The pool is a little less now, the eating out and the washing the car and the, clothes shopping and then back to the kids all seems to have worked. So, I think we meet this weekend. Should have, it's going to be day by day as always. But next goal, as I said in the previous podcast, is 8 weeks. So we're a couple of days into that next 2 weeks of to make 8. So day by day, but I'll do it anyway. Bye for now. See you next podcast. I'm going to edit and post now. So from the 4 of us, so from one baby, Agita, and second baby in his hiding spot there, his favorite hiding spot. So from the 3 kids, and Daddy makes 4. Bye for now.